It is really hard to make an intro when you are really, really angry. Hi, welcome to Drool Train. I don't know if we should or I should vlog when I'm really angry and stuff, but I think I am doing that. I am doing something I am probably not supposed to do. Um, I am really, really, really pissed and extremely angry at this moment. And the reason is like family. Well, I don't know. I should say that, but um, like uh, 1 hour or an hour and a half ago, my aunt was just being so crass. My aunt and my grandmother. She's kinda very ill at this moment. My only living grandparent at this moment. They were like, "Huh, you are a selfish DOB, and that I am not fulfilling the wish of my parents and my grandmother to get married and have a baby at this moment, because that is my responsibility to them, to feed their ego, to feed their I don't know if ego, but feed their sentiments. And since I'm not doing that, I am a bad child, I am a bad grandchild, and I am a bad human being. I am killing myself and I am slowly diminishing just because I don't want to have a spouse and a child. That makes me a lesser human being, and I am falling behind. I am having all these troubles that I'm having at this moment in my life are just because I'm not willing to get a spouse or child or both of them. Well, I don't know how it works for your culture or your side of the world, but here like I feel every single day of my life after mid 20s, I people try to make me feel like a criminal just because I don't want to procreate, or I don't want to lead a conjugal life. They try to scare me off by saying stuff like, if you make this decision to stay alone, okay, we get it, you are a modern girl, you have some degrees and stuff, so yeah, you can do that, we are liberal enough to let you leave, but we'll make sure, we will always give you the idea that you did wrong. We will always, they wouldn't say that ever, but they will always conspire, what this word, they will always conspire ways to make people who are like me or aspire to not have wives, or husbands or children. They try to make them feel small. Every single thing they try to avoid them by not avoiding them, or but at the same time trying to make them feel less belonging to everywhere. They don't want to accept them for who they are. They always try to incriminate them for the decision, try to make them feel smaller, trying to shed their confidence in life and everything in general. Why? Because only they are not willing to fulfill the sentimental needs of the them. Ugh. I'm too angry to, be coherent. I'm not coherent most of the time, but I am extremely non-coherent at this moment because I'm actually listening to Ramstein songs at this moment and vlogging. Because I can't talk without having really heavy music in my ear right now. I have an exam tomorrow, and still I cannot concentrate because my beloved aunt was so well wishing to me, like an hour ago. I'm still fuming in rage. I am kinda, I'm trembling and everything. Like I am the literal embodiment of that Judas Priest song, "The Rage." Ugh. I think I have to listen to that song. Just wait a moment. Well, thank you. I'm back. This whole thing is making me really pissed off. It is giving me bad vibes. Not that I need anymore. I'm already behind a lot of things, but I don't know. What do you think? Is it right, or is it even right for them to force other people into making decisions that they know as adult, they know that they don't want, as adult they don't know they want, and force them just because they think it is the right thing for them? Do you think it works in any part of the world, in any culture? It really does it really work? I don't think so, because in my opinion, when people force other people to do good things, it might sometimes turn out not very noticeably negative, but most of the time I think it still is somewhat negative. When and these are not some really trivial matter. These are decisions of life and death. And when people force others or manipulate others to take these decisions for their supposed good, they're actually slow poisoning them. I think it can never be good. I don't think so. I can't actually rip my aunt's brain and put some sanity in it, but I don't know what I can do. Probably my parents would disinherit me, or in some form they would, if I don't succumb to their well-wishing decisions eventually. I just want to document my future predictions here. I hope this prediction does not come true, but if it does, just know that I tried to fight for my own opinions. I tried to fight for my own stance. But since I don't have enough money, and or enough, I don't live in enough secured and well, security, it is a myth where I live. So basically I am probably going to either die or be forced into a matrimony that I never wanted, will be forced into having a child I never wanted, and probably I will be raising that kid without the love I probably should have given if I wanted that child. And maybe I will give birth to another Voldemort, or an anarchist or antichrist or whatever they call that. Maybe I will somehow bring end to this world. Probably, I'm not sure, but maybe that's what they want. That's what they want. They just want this world to burn. I know it is hilarious, but I am really, really not sure what I'm gonna talk about. I wanted to make a statement for my needs, my visions, which has apparently no value where I live. Well, I never had any value to my family, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any value to most of the people around me. I'm not saying that nobody should nobody should procreate or lead conjugal lives. People should if they want to, but if they don't, forcing them to do these things are totally not a good idea. It doesn't help anyone, and even the people who are thinking that they are just doing it for my or the said person's betterment, they will not live long enough to lead our lives. They will not lead our lives for us. They don't know what's good or bad for us ultimately, but still they make this insinuation. Still they still they manipulate our feelings. Still they challenge our sanity. I don't know. This should be called termed as an offense against another person's I don't know, mental health, or at least mental well-being, which something a lot of people around me don't even understand. They think I have enough I have food on my plate, I have a bed to sleep, I get my education bills, or well, my college fees are covered. I should never ask for anything. I shouldn't. I don't have any reason to be mentally upset. The other day, well, most of the time my mom asks, why are you depressed? You don't have any reason to be depressed. When I say that, mom, you don't try to understand that when you make insinuations or assumptions of for me that are not true, or when I'm trying to talk to you about my fears and stuff, and you laugh at it for having these fears, that actually intensifies my depression, that intensifies my mental lack of mental well-being. And she thinks that it is not a thing, I'm making it up. And then she says, you wouldn't have this problem if you had a husband at this moment. That is what their analogy. My aunt, she is an FCPS surgeon. FCPS as in British postgraduate degree, I think. So she's, and the other day I was talking about my problem about walking alone in the busy road when I have some problem with coordinating. I feel very dizzy sometimes, and my legs go wobbly, and I cannot walk. It is a very recent problem that I have been experiencing, and when I talked about this to her, she was like, you know why you are having this problem? Because you don't have a husband. That was her response. She is a surgeon, and this is how she responds to a physical condition, a medical condition. This is how things work in our culture. I don't know if I'm going to live enough to see my 30s, because with all this love and affection and well wishes from even my own family, I am going to probably not gonna make it. Goodness, I ranted too much, I know, but I don't know what else to do. It is really frustrating for me to, sometimes to breathe. The other day I was having a breathing problem because some similar things said some of my other aunts. They just want me to get a spouse. I mean, why is that? Why cannot I live on my own? What is wrong with that? I don't understand. Apparently they don't understand what is right about it. They always go like, these others aunt of yours who got married in mid 40s, she doesn't have a child, and she is the most miserable woman in your life. Do you want to turn out like her or not? I mean, okay, probably she made her some bad choices. Then why do I have to be like her? Why cannot I be happy? I be not married and not married and happy? Why won't you let me be that? And they were like, that is a myth. That's never gonna happen. That never happened before. We are not ready for that. I said, that is the problem. You don't want me to be happy if I'm not having a spouse. That is where the problem starts. And then they would go like, you think you know too much, but you don't. I don't want to know too much. Why would I have to know much to embrace this simple truth? Embrace this simple idea of living and letting live. They don't understand that concept, though they brag about it. They brag about equality. They brag about feminism and all these things that apparently make people more modern and relevant and educated these days. But they're not. They probably have these degrees and these jobs and all, but they are actually not very far from those Saudi people who wouldn't even let the women drive, because that is somewhat inappropriate for them. These people I live with, these people who brought me up, these people who have seen me since I was born, are not very far from them. I might not have to cover my face and everything with a black cloth, but that is the extent of progress these people have achieved, bearing their hair. because other than that, living and letting live, the concept of coexistence does not exist here, and I cannot exist in places where this concept does not exist, because I believe in coexistence very firmly, and probably that is why I'm gonna self-destruct, or maybe I don't know, at least my brain will fuse. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I'm sorry, man. I have wasted 15 minutes of your life with my rage, my ranting and lamenting. But I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I don't have anything to say today. Except that I'm sorry, and I'm almost done with my motivational letter. Draft has been made. I just have to give it the finishing touch. So I hope I'm going to talk about something more relevant and something cooler next week. Stay tuned, and I'm sorry for being so late to make a video this week. Or if you watch, or probably you don't, because this kind of content. Who would ever want to watch this kind? Okay, so bye. Have a nice day. At least a better day than the day I have had today. Please have a better day than me. Please do that. Don't let other people upset you this way so you will have to vlog your frustrations out. You deserve way better than that. So bye. Have a nice day. Yeah.